Hello and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty and trivial. I'm Carter.
And I'm Jacob.
It was a quick intro. I feel like I was talking really quick.
I noticed.
Yeah. I'm kind of. I feel like I'm just barely starting to lose my voice a tiny bit. Because
we're gonna have to end Squabble, folks.
Yes, I will lose it forever.
He's gonna lose his voice forever.
Because, well, if you don't know, we're starting a new podcast, another podcast, an additional podcast. We're not stopping this one, don't worry. It's a D&D podcast, and we recorded a couple episodes of that last week, and so my character is really loud.
And he talks like this.
Yeah, he's got like a gruff voice, so I feel like I really kind of worn down my voice, so I'm going to have to do something about that.
Also, I would like to point something out. This is completely off topic and random, but Carter, I smell like you now. Because the deodorant you bought me, because you were at the store, is the deodorant you usually use.
No, it's not. Swagger?
Yeah.
Swagger, Old Spice Swagger. Not a sponsor, but please call us.
Well, have you used it? Do you usually use it?
No. I've never used that one. That's why I got it.
It smells like you.
I was trying to get the new ones because, they have a whole
Oh,
shelf
no, I
of
usually
Old
use
Spice.
Wolfthorn.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't find another one that we hadn't used.
Oh,
Swagger
so
was
which
the only
one do
one
you
I
usually
used.
use?
I usually use, there's the Kraken one that I like. And Bear Paw, is that what it is? I enjoyed that one. Not necessarily like
Bear Claw.
Claw.
That's a donut.
No.
I don't know what it is.
You're thinking it's Bear something. I thought it was Bear Thorn.
No, it's Wolfthorn.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, first of all the Old Spice scents are amazing.
Yeah, I like Raven Guard.
I'm a huge advocate for Old Spice. So please,
Old
Spice,
Eagle?
call us because we strictly use Old Spice products.
We really do.
Anyway, so it would really.
And your
change
commercials are
anything.
hilarious. I think we'd fit in well.
I think
we should just
do a
email
commercial.
them.
What we should do a commercial
And send it to them and be like,
we would see my voice. Sorry. We'll bleep out every time we say Old Spice, and if they like the commercial, they'll pay us and we'll unbleep it.
Okay. Well, it has to be really weird if it's Old Spice because
Are you
they're
kidding?
weird.
Do you even know us? Do you even know yourself, Jacob?
True.
So please, Old Spice. Our Instagram is @Squabble Podcast.
We'll email.
We have a Gmail, squabblepodcast@gmail.com. For business inquiries, check out our website, www.squabblepodcast.com. Check
Is
us out.
this the switch to turn up my headphones?
It is.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, you can really blare those. You turned it up too loud, didn't you?
No, I'm turning it up even louder.
Really?
Yes.
Anyway, today's topic.
Yeah, we'll actually...
I forgot to start the timer.
We're ranking the Old Spice deodorants. No, I'm just kidding, but that's good.
That actually is a really good idea. I'll write that down right after I start the timer. Boop. Okay.
So today, while you write down Old Spice deodorants, I will explain the topic. Basically, we are going onto the popular website, Reddit, and going to a specific subreddit called AskReddit. I said Reddit one too many times than I needed to in that sentence, I'm sure.
No, you can never really say Reddit enough. I don't
Reddit. But AskReddit. So basically, it's just people that have questions about things that are either very serious or very stupid, and we're just going to answer some. And we're going to do our best to give advice, to give funny, thought-provoking, smart, wise answers.
Yeah, you want to do the first one here?
Yes.
And we've picked out a few that we like, and then we're just going to scroll through and, improvise. Okay, if you got offered, is that $1 million? If you got offered $1 million, but every time you spend it, you sneeze for every dollar you spend, would you take it? Why or why not?
100%. It would take, there's few things I wouldn't do for $1 million. I'm just kidding. Obviously, there are lots of things I wouldn't do, but I would totally do it. Just think first of all, sneezes are so satisfying. I love sneezing. So this is just a win-win.
Yeah, okay. And I am going to give credit to people who ask these questions. I don't want to be a douchebag. So that's a bro named XClovis7 said it, just for the record. I would take it.
Well, because the thing is, the moments when you really need to sneeze, but it's just not coming.
You could just paste. You just
give
someone
go.
$1
I need to go.
quick.
Yeah, you just give someone $1 and then you get it out.
Honestly, that's
what I'd spend it on.
Yeah, and you could just spend it on the small stuff. Okay, I would say $100 at one time, 100 sneezes. That's like max for me.
Like in a row? Like
Right. Like I would not use
Yeah.
it. I would not spend anything over $100.
True.
Although, okay, so here's a question: is this $1 million separate from the money that you already had or that you're making? Because if it is, you could large amounts of money you could take out of the money you've actually
Sure.
earned, and then small things like a cup of coffee, etc. You could take out from the $1 million, so you'd only have to
Yeah.
sneeze. Say you spend $5
So you just
5 times in a
only
row.
spend your actual money on
Because I'm
like,
not going to buy
real
a car.
expenses.
I'm not going to spend like $3,000 on something and have to sneeze 3,000 times.
Yeah.
So like I would just earn that money, but then for small.
But then
things,
it's easier to earn that money because you don't have to spend it on anything like groceries even or like that kind of thing.
Sure, exactly. So I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely take it.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. What is this user praise _Lord _Tachanka
Probably don't have
says?
to
What
go
is
that
the
far into
saddest?
detail in the name.
Is what he said. What is the saddest scene in movie history?
From Endgame where Iron Man dies. That really hits home.
Wow. Spoilers, by the way.
Oh, whoops! Yeah, I realize that's pretty new. Sorry about
The
that.
movie's been out long enough, I think.
It is on. You can now order it on DVD, which I think
If
is.
you can-
But I'm
didn't we
really.
have an episode on
now
this
I'm really
about when it was
frightened.
okay to spoil a movie.
I think we did.
So I believe it's okay, in our opinion.
Whoops! I just forgot. Please nobody kill me. We just move on.
I was gonna say that scene in The Incredibles where
Of course.
Miss Incredible and Mr. Incredible are fighting, are arguing. They're not fighting. They're arguing, and Mr. Incredible finally breaks, and he's like, "I can't, not again. I'm not strong enough." It's a popular meme. You've
I
probably
was
seen
gonna say it's only because of the memes.
it. And
There have been quite a few Incredibles
I don't
memes
say that
popping out
because
lately.
the scene is so good. It made
True.
the memes.
Well, there's a few memes from the Incredibles, like the one with Mr. Incredible's tongue out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's-
or like
he's
angry
like,
Mr.
"Ah."
Incredible.
Which one's angry, Mr. Incredible?
He's just like he's got the bags under his eyes and he's just angry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's more like
thick,
tired.
Thick Elastigirl. That's a
No,
meme.
that wasn't me.
Anyway, pretty sad. Okay, when you die, you go to heaven, but you can only hang out with people who died in the exact same way as you. How are you going to try to go out?
Now, it sucks because you got to go to heaven. You're gonna want to see Jesus, which means you're gonna have to get crucified, and nobody wants that.
Okay, excluding Jesus.
That seems a little disrespectful. Maybe
would
you
agree.
could. Maybe you could get crucified upside down and meet Paul at least. That's the
But
one.
then it would just
That's
be you
him, right?
guys
That was
hanging
him
out.
who got crucified
I'm
upside
pretty
down.
sure it was Paul. Yeah, let me look it up. But still, you'd only be able to hang out with that guy.
Who knows? So maybe somebody else knows. You'd find out. What you do is you just die in some crazy way just to see if anybody else has. No, it was Peter.
Peter, sorry.
That's close. I get their names mixed up.
Me too.
Yeah, like I knew who I was talking about, but I didn't know.
I was actually talking about this the other day. I also.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's both P names, and so
P names.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably try to go out like, I don't know, Shark Attack.
Who went out in a shark attack?
Probably some really cool people.
That's fair.
Tell me.
I would go out. I'd get shot. You know, people have gotten like
Oh,
murdered.
dude.
That's like a big spectrum because you got like the
Oh,
weird
dude, there would
people,
be- because
and then you've also got like the cool people.
yeah, dude, you're right. There'd be so much mystery.
Yeah.
Everybody would be a little mysterious. Yeah.
Everyone else would be also kind of
Well,
sad too.
Yeah, you'd also meet a lot of war veterans, I think.
Oh, that's cool
A
though.
lot of it's cool, but like I would say the majority.
Yeah.
Because if it's everyone in the world, you
In
know
the
how many,
history, yeah.
yeah, in history, you know how many people have gotten shot.
I'd also
and
get to meet
died.
like Abraham Lincoln though.
Although I think I would go sword death because then you get the really old, that really old time period.
I'd be the people that like. I would die of like
What?
trying to fight like a mammoth or something and meet some cavemen.
Okay. Let's see. Which was your worst? I knew I shouldn't have done this moment.
When I was born.
I knew I shouldn't have been bored. Probably when I hung on the back of EJ's car as he drove 30 down the street.
Do you regret that?
I don't regret it.
I know you see you didn't.
But like, I would say like for a split second while it was happening, I probably thought that. But like now I don't.
That's fair.
Yeah, I do have scars from that after I fell off.
Emotional or physical?
Okay, actually, I do regret that because it ruined my ripstick,
True.
and I loved that thing.
The wheel was just shredded.
Yeah, the wheel was completely destroyed. Anyway, what's the dumbest thing you believed as a child?
That my GameCube controller was actually plugged into the GameCube when they were playing Mario Kart.
That's a good one. I was talking about this right before we started recording. I have something.
Yeah, he told me like 2 days ago or yesterday. He was like, "You know what I used to think as a kid?" And he told me, and I was like, "That's so stupid." And then we forgot it. We both forgot it.
A lot of song lyrics, I thought that said something that don't actually say that. But what's your inner voice like?
It just sounds exactly like me.
Yeah, it just sounds like me.
I'm yawning.
Yeah.
No, yeah, mine's just me.
Well, my inner voice is like me, but like he never messes up about what he's gonna say.
True. When is the last time you stumbled over your words in your brain?
Exactly. My voice in my head is just a smoother version of me.
My voice in my head is just my voice, but a little bit after I say it. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
I still do that in my brain. I don't mouth it, but have we told the story on Squabble?
I don't think so. Jacob used to be really bad. He used to have. This has to be some sort of like scientific. Like other people have to have. Other people do.
I'll
have this
look it up while you explain.
My girlfriend has this as well. This is what Jacob used to do back in the day. He would say something, and then right after he said it, he would repeat it out loud under his breath. Sometimes very loudly. He'd be like, "Hey, what movie are we gonna go see? Hey, what movie are we gonna go see?" That's what he would do, and it was like, it was really really weird, and we would like make fun of him for it and call him out for it every time, and he would claim that he's not doing it. It used to be so bad. He would say whole sentences and then repeat them. He would say whole sentences and then repeat them. That's what it was like, and it was crazy. Now he doesn't do it very often. He went through that stage, and then the second stage was him saying something, and then he would just mouth it. He wouldn't say it out loud though. And then finally he rested on. He just doesn't do it anymore. But I've never met somebody else who does that, except for my girlfriend. First day I talked to her, I immediately noticed that she did that because I was like, I've never met anybody that has the same thing that Jacob has, but she does, and she also doesn't know that she does it. Well, I've told her now.
Okay, so apparently it's called polylalia.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's
So
usually
there's a
thought
real
of as a
thing.
nervous tick.
Yeah, you got a nervous tick, Jacob. Oh, you did.
Many kids develop little nervous ticks that come and then fade away. Yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently, I was under some stress, such as starting a new school or a new big sibling. Wait, a new big sibling? How do you have a new older sibling?
Yeah, a new older sibling.
Unless they're like adopted.
Well, I guess it's new for you because you were just born.
I guess, but that's not what it. I think it just means like I don't know what that means.
Interesting. That's okay.
Weird.
So I get that. Anyway, but like you had it forever for like a long time, and I think you still have it. You just suppress it.
I do. I do. It just happens sometimes.
What's perfectly fine to buy in large quantities, but weird if you buy only a few of them?
A cotton ball. One cotton ball.
The top comment is bullets. Like if I see someone buying a standard $50, you're like, okay, he's going to target practice. But if he's like, nah, I only need one.
And the next comment is, it's even more awkward if you count out on your fingers. Like, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 should be good. Like, oh.
This is very true.
Oh, yeah. Or if they buy one, and then the next day they come back and say, I need another. Or what's another thing? Like one contact.
Mm-hmm. Rice. I need one rice, please.
One rice, please. I'm just
Chicken
a little bit
nuggets.
hungry.
I would make a single chicken nugget.
Gross.
What would you take more seriously if it had a different name?
Video games.
Yeah,
And alternatively, comic books.
it's true. Like you said earlier, graphic novels are because if someone's like, "What are you reading?" A graphic novel, you're like,
You're like, oh, okay, cool.
nice. But if someone's like,
Oh,
"I'm
a
reading
comic
a comic book,"
It's like,
you're
oh.
either a nerd or you're a child. Okay, or that's how you. But like,
Same with video
almost
games.
the same thing. Graphic novels are just long, like thicker books.
Yeah.
But like, it's got a way better name.
And
Graphic
same with
novels.
like video games. Like And everyone's like, oh, video games get a bad rep just because they're called video games.
Video games do get a bad rep because
we've had this conversation on here before, but
even though, okay, video games have like basically made me who I am today. Not gonna lie.
okay, that might be a little unhealthy.
No.
Maybe
Okay.
this is why they get a bad rap.
They like seriously. They like. I would be different. I would be a different person if I didn't have video games. The video games got me through a lot.
That's fair.
Like,
It's therapeutic.
It is therapeutic, and I think it. I think you can definitely be too indulged, or like
Oh yeah,
you can,
100%.
You can definitely be addicted, and it could be bad. But I think the amount of video games I had as a kid was
I think
good
we had a
amount,
healthy amount,
and it genuinely shaped me. Some of what I am today, my personality, etc., and like the things I enjoy.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah,
like for sure. I think like I think I developed a lot of skills.
Oh yeah, me
like
too.
real life applications.
Applicable skills is what you're trying to say.
Applicable skills.
Yeah, I agree.
Skills.
Like same for me.
Team building and
communication, strategy,
sure,
thinking through your options and things to do.
quick decision making.
Yeah. Hand-eye coordination.
A lot of hand-eye coordination.
Have you seen? There's this video of a professional gamer doing the knife challenge or whatever, where you have you do the knife with the fingers. He didn't do it with a knife; he just did it with a Sharpie. But like he did it so fast because his hand-eye coordination is just insane.
Yeah, and like a lot of people are like, that's not really like a real life skill. How are you gonna like turn that into a job? Like, okay, not every real life skill needs to. I don't know. People
and
always.
It's also been told, and video gamers. I've done a lot of research on video gaming, like in the benefits and stuff, and it's like better. Like a lot of video gamers have great mental health, and they have. They also a lot of them have great physical health because that's the thing a lot of people say because video gamers like coaches and stuff for professional like competitive video gamers have seen that people that are physically healthier do perform better in game.
Yeah.
So like a lot of them will have personal trainers for all of their team members in the video game team.
A lot of people are probably still like laughing and thinking that we're idiots, but that's all fact. Look
It's
it
true.
And we're strong advocates for video games. But
true.
honestly, I do think if they had a different name, people would take them more seriously.
I agree.
Like, and like even when you say something like, because like esports, a lot of people don't even know what esports.
But it is starting to get a better rep when you explain.
When you say what, like if someone's never heard of it, and you're like, oh yeah, I love esports. They're like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
They like are immediately interested, and then you're like video games, professional video games,
and
they're
then
like, and they're like immediately like, are you kidding me? Are you an idiot?
Yeah.
Like, but you just thought it was cool for a second because the name esports.
Yeah, exactly. So silly.
Yes, the video games is a huge one, I think. Okay, you are about to die. You are surrounded by everyone you have ever known and have one last sentence. What do you say? See you, suckers.
Iron Man.
Oh, that was sad. I don't know. Bye, I guess.
Oh, that's so sad. Did you see the comment?
No. It's top comment.
Yeah. It said, this reminds me of author Roald Dahl's last words. He was surrounded by his family, and he said, I'm not frightened. It's just that I will miss you all so much.
Oh, wow. That's sad.
Oh, the rest of it. I didn't hear the rest of it.
I'm not going to read that out loud. Okay. Who was your first celebrity crush, and how old were you?
Carter put this in just so we could talk about Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez was my first celebrity crush, and I was probably 13. I don't know.
I don't really have celebrity crushes.
But me and EJ, as young chillums, used to like pretend that we were going out with them that night. Like seriously, like me and EJ and Alex and Gabby. Alex and Gabby are our sisters, or Alex is our sister. EJ's sister is Gabby. We would be hanging out, and we'd be like just being kids and being stupid. We'd be like, oh yeah, we can't hang out with you guys. We have like dates tonight. And EJ had somebody too. I can't remember who his was.
Oh no, I didn't know that happened.
Yes, we were really weird.
Oh no.
Okay. Emergency. Wait, it says I clicked on that, but yeah, because that's. Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip that one. What's the worst name to give a child?
Oh, I think that great names for children. One of them is Table, and I'm completely serious. I think that would be a great name. And another one is Chair, and they're not related. Like I came up with them completely separate.
Of course you did.
And I think they're good names. Definitely Table. Chair, I get. Chair would be for a girl.
You get. Table?
Chair would be a girl. Table would be a little boy. Yes.
Okay.
Like, hey, baby table.
Hey, baby table.
Yes.
The, dude, okay. First of all, both of those names are so stupid. Second of all, we, a long time ago, I think I might have told this story a long time ago, like in one of the first episodes of Squabble. A long time ago, we went on a cruise, and there was this one kid in our like kids camp group that wouldn't tell us his name, and he just was like, "You can call me whatever you want." He was a hick. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not. You don't need to know my name. You can call me whatever you want." And I was like, and nobody said anything because we thought this kid was immediately weird. And I was like, "So we can call you like Table?" Because we were all sitting at a table, and everybody thought it was hilarious. And dead silence for a second. He goes, "Sure, whatever. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want." So for the entirety of the cruise, everybody at kids camp called this guy Table. And
I didn't steal this from this guy
after the
either.
second day, he hated us. He was like really mad because
Did he ever try to tell you his real name?
Yeah,
then?
he did. I can't remember what his real name was, but he was like, "Okay, no, seriously, you guys could just call me by my real name." And we did not listen. His name was Table from now on. So
Forever.
shout out to you, Table, if you're listening. I wonder if he remembers that, because I do. What movie was a 10 out of 10 in the first couple minutes, then turned into a 0 out of 10 garbage fire?
This is actually for me for a lot of movies. I always love the first act of movies, and then the second half of movies I hate. Not hate, but they just drag on. But the one I said is this isn't okay. I'm gonna clarify. Up, I think is overrated because of this. I think that people watch like the first 5 minutes of the movie or whatever and are like, "Wow, this is beautiful. This is fantastic." And I will admit, it's probably the best opener to a movie ever.
It is a good
And then after that, the movie becomes mediocre, and people just assume it's fantastic.
I can agree with that.
And like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not. It doesn't even near compare to the other Pixar movies. Like, think about the whole dog stuff. It's like not that. Doug is funny sometimes, but it's weird. It's kind of cheesy. It's not really Pixar's humor. It's like kind of like it's not as witty. It's not as intelligent humor. Like, haha, the big dog talks in a silly voice, and it's like, oh, the villain, he's okay, I guess. You know.
I can definitely agree with that.
And it has its
Opening
moments,
scene,
but
like 10 out of 10. The rest
is just
6 out of 10.
overshadowed by the beginning. Like, if you ask somebody why they like Up, they're gonna be like, oh, that beginning, so sad.
Made me cry.
Yeah, they're not going to be like, oh, I actually really love the plot and the character progression of Russell. Like, no one's going to think that. All they think about is the first 8 minutes.
Yeah, I can agree. I said I don't think I had one for this one.
I think you did, but I forgot what it was.
I have to think on that movie. Oh yeah, the World of Warcraft, the live action World of Warcraft
Oh,
movie.
yeah, no one cares about that movie.
Yeah,
I watched that for my birthday.
It's because such a good idea. First couple minutes were awesome because you got to see all the real life video game characters. But then you were like, oh wait, the movie's terrible.
Yeah,
because the rest of the movie was
not great.
Well, it was
It
terrible.
wasn't terrible. It just wasn't very good.
It was pretty. The story and everything was kind of crummy, but everything else was pretty good. Okay, you discover the secret to immortality. What do you do with it? Top comment: give it to my dog.
John Wick wants to know your location. I would say I would.
Hold on though. If it's the secret
Scare
to immortality, that means you could give that secret to anybody you want.
True. So I would just find someone that's really
So
dope and they give it to
you'd
them.
settle down.
I'd become a millionaire by selling it to people.
Ooh, that's dangerous though.
No, but like only to like very few people, like Elon Musk level of like rich people. Like only the richest of the rich. It would cost like millions of dollars.
I don't think I would. I think that would have bad repercussions.
But all you'd have to do is sell it to one person. You'd be set for life. Well, not for life because that's forever. But every 100 years, you'd have to sell it. You have to sell it to someone. That's all I'm saying.
And you could have throughout those 100 years, you'd have bidding wars, and it wouldn't be for you because you're not going to earn that because it would be like a 100-year bidding war. But like you would be bidding on that for your grandchild or something.
Yes.
Or your child. That'd be that's a really good plot to a movie.
It is actually. We should write it. No one steal it.
It's copyrighted right now.
By the time this episode airs, it will be copyrighted now.
Oh no, I think I would settle down. I would wait till I'm peak human. I'd wait till I'm like 25, maybe 30, because I feel like after you hit when you hit 30, you're kind of like you're set. You're not really going downhill, but you're not going uphill anymore. You peaked, and then I would use more immortality on me and settle down, use it on that person as well, and then maybe a friend or two. That's risky because like, what if I don't like them anymore? You know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Okay. To those who successfully lucid dream, how do you do it?
This one's for you.
I
can start every time I lucid dream. There's very few times I'll be dreaming, and all of a sudden, like, I'll remember, like, in the dream, I'm like, wait, this is a dream, and then like 5 seconds after I realize it, I wake up. So I get to do like maybe one thing.
Yeah. People don't believe me when I tell people this, but it is true. I don't necessarily lucid dream every time I go to sleep, but I can, without fail, choose, I guess, the topic of my dream for that night. And I can't really explain to you how I do it. I just know that I'm going to do it. I can, whatever I want to dream about that night, I will dream about. Not necessarily the entirety of the dream, but like, if I want to meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson that night,
you're going to meet Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Without a fail, I will, in my dream,
at least dream
Dwayne The Rock Johnson will be there. Like, it happens every single night. And a lot of the time, I don't remember my dreams. Most of the time, I'd say I don't remember my dreams.
Start a dream log, a dream journal.
I did try once, but it got bored.
It got bored, or you got bored?
I got bored of it. And lucid dream, I have done quite a few times. But same with that. Every time, like, as soon as I realize I'm lucid dreaming, except for one time, I wake up. The one time I didn't know what to do. I was like, there was like...
I could do anything.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember the dream because I should have written it down. But I was just like, I'm lucid dreaming. Interesting. This is cool. Anyway,
weird.
True story, though. I can choose what I dream about. Nobody believes me. Okay, actually, can I say something one more time? I can't decide if I should say who it was, but I knew somebody, actually an entire family, who didn't believe that lucid dreaming was real.
Wait, really? Do I know them?
Yes, you do. I'll tell you after the podcast.
Just do this and mouth
it. I don't think I should. I don't think I should say it right now. And after this, I tell you...
Do they watch Squabble?
Let's see. One of them, I think, does keep up with it. Yes. So if you're out there and you don't believe in lucid dreaming, why? Actually, I have asked them why, and it was just, I'm sorry, but it was ridiculous. Lucid dreaming is just fact. That's just a fact.
Well, we'll see.
And I don't think they'll be offended, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you actually are listening. And I'm sorry if you don't believe in lucid dreaming. Look it up. That's just real.
Yeah,
fact.
I think there's
literally
back it up.
A lot of people because they were like, I've never done it. I was like, are you legitimate right now? Anyway,
Oof.
I don't know. I'll tell you afterwards, and then you can decide if the next episode we should say who it was. Okay, what would happen if NASA announced a meteor was going to destroy Earth in exactly 5 years from today?
Probably nothing for the next 4 years. And the last year I'd live it up, you know? I would make sure that I've got everything ready to make the perfect life happen in 5 years. Or in the 5th year.
I would agree. I don't think anybody would really care, which is interesting.
Well, yeah, I don't think people would believe it.
Right. Similar to how like NASA came out and was like, global warming. You guys, we only have like 100 years until like the world. Like, is anyone really doing anything about that?
I don't think that was NASA that said that. First of all.
Well, I would say, yeah, I do think they did. I'm pretty sure I read something that they like came out and were talking about global warming. I don't know if they were advocating that it was real or something like that. Either way, I know some government officials have said, like they've talked about global warming. Where like this is what we need to do to fix it. And I would argue that most people aren't doing anything. So
That's
I
fair.
don't think I think there's a very small minority who actually believe in like that the world's going to end. I believe the world's going to end, but I honestly don't believe in my lifetime. And no matter what anyone says, I'm not sure if I will believe it.
Well, the thing is
probably bad for me, but
well, the thing is, if there's a meteor, like no one's gonna just because it's so soon, people are gonna be like, "That's outlandish," you know. People are gonna be like, "No, it's not."
Is like exactly.
But me personally, if I knew it was, if I did believe it for whatever reason, if there was proof, then I would just, like I said, I would just make sure that I'd make a bucket list and then I'd start trying to achieve it.
Oh yeah.
Then again, everybody would, so life would kind of just go into
chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
It would either be if everybody believed it, the world would go into chaos mode. If nobody believed it,
Nothing would change.
Nothing would change. And I don't think a lot of people would actually believe it. So
I wouldn't until like the week of, and then everybody would start freaking out. Like, wait, what if it's true?
guys, wait, seriously though.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Let me wait. I want to see if the top comment is actually. Oh yeah, I remember. This guy just says, "Send out Bruce Willis to destroy it." That's very much funny. Okay. What is extremely rare? What is extremely rare? But what is extremely rare? But people think it's very common. Top comment on this is the fossilization of dinosaur bones.
What is extremely rare? People think it's very common.
I don't know.
Good food. No, I'm just kidding. Bad food. I don't know.
I would actually. That's actually good food. I can agree with that actually.
That is
because I've had like a handful of food items
like stuck out,
and like I remember the taste exactly, and I would say that is good food. But then like I'll go somewhere to like I don't know, quote unquote a fancy restaurant, eat something, and be like,
yeah,
this was actually good. But like I can't remember it.
Yeah,
and I won't remember it even the next day, and it didn't really stick with me. But there are like I can count on my hands food items that I've actually tried and was like, this is one of the best things I've ever had.
Like those little biscuit things on the cruise with
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu.
Is that how you say it?
I think it's Wagyu. I don't know, whatever. But that specific type with little biscuit, like melts in your mouth. That's like sweet and savory.
Oh my goodness,
that thing is so good. Like
I can't even describe to you how good it is.
No, it's impossible to.
But then you eat that, and then you go somewhere and you're like, this is good food. Like, no, it's not. I had good food.
Exactly, yeah.
You know? I don't know. What product is absolutely worth the extra money compared to cheaper brands?
Mac and cheese.
Oreos.
Oreos is the best. When is the last time you ate an off-brand Oreo? It was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Never. You can always tell an off-brand Oreo from a real Oreo.
Yes.
So true. I don't know what it is. They got a secret.
Oh, and chocolate milk. A good chocolate milk is much better than a cheaper chocolate milk.
I don't know, dude. The 86 cent half gallon of great value chocolate milk from Walmart.
I don't think it's 86 cents. But
yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
I know. It's like $1. It's like over $1.
You know that one, like
tiny...
what is the brand called? Like the Promise brand, the Promised Land brand.
Promised Land brand.
That one is like so good.
I'm not saying it's not better, but I would say it's not absolutely worth.
I'd say it is, but I guess it's all up in the air. It's kind of subjective, but
except for Oreos and mac and cheese.
Sure, yeah.
Velveeta Shells mac and cheese, best mac and cheese ever. I will fight anyone on this to the death. Not an argument. I will fight them. Okay. What's the worst thing to say after a first kiss?
If I thought that was going to happen today, I would have brushed my teeth. Thank you. That's another bad one.
Oh, you're awake?
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you want a breath mint? Is one of the top comments.
That hurts.
Yikes. Okay. What should you absolutely not say to a cop while being pulled over?
Thank you.
I won.
I won? Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that.
I don't get it.
If you were like, you thought you were racing.
Oh. Or you can say, don't turn around.
Whatever you do, don't turn around.
No, if a cop ever pulls you over, get out of your car before them and go over to their window and knock on it.
Pull them over.
Or just give them a reverse card, an Uno reverse card.
Yeah, and then drive away.
Yeah.
If you were killed right now, what loot would you drop? First of all,
my phone, a Squabble T-shirt.
Yeah, the key to Squabble.
An enchanted Squabble shirt.
Yes,
gives you 500 subscribers on iTunes.
Exactly. Same probably. I think everybody would drop like their phone, but it would be like such a common loot item that nobody really wants it
anymore. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm being called. I'll answer that later.
Hello, this is Squabble Studios. Let's see. Let's scroll down. We're about out of time here. We'll do one more. What's your favorite weird food combination? Jacob's is.
Wait, one second. I had to text that and say sorry. My favorite weird food combination is. Well, I had one.
Yeah.
Oh, spaghetti and milk. Okay, the best thing, or fried chicken and milk is also good. To eat a bowl of spaghetti and have a glass of milk with it. Try it before you try it before you knock it. Okay, it's taste. I don't know why. just the taste of spaghetti just leaves you wanting something like rich, and then milk is right there. And same with
Hold on. What do you mean milk is right there? No, it's not. Milk is not right there. You got to go pour. Nobody
I
like
keep
says,
a gallon of milk on the table when I have spaghetti.
gosh.
In a glass.
No one puts the pitcher of milk and a bowl of spaghetti on the table when you're sitting for dinner. No, that's not. It's not just right there. You are going to get a glass of milk.
Oh, gross. The top comment says, I like chocolate ice cream and salt and vinegar chips. Scoop the ice cream with the chip. That's gross. But no,
That is gross.
let me tell you, that it's good. I don't know what I'm done arguing. But no, the other thing was fried chicken and milk.
Yeah.
That's good.
I could actually see that one for some reason.
See it more than
Right. But I don't really have a weird. Oh, actually, I do.
what?
Mine is peanut butter, mayonnaise, and banana
Oh
sandwiches.
yeah, that's so gross. That is
No.
disgusting.
Hey, just like you said, don't knock it till you've tried it. Okay.
Well, I don't like mayonnaise. I've tried mayonnaise.
Take
so.
a piece of bread, peanut butter. Second piece of bread, mayonnaise. Chop up. I would say half a banana. Chop up half a banana. Lay the slices on it. Put the 2 pieces of bread together. Nom nom delish.
Can you imagine if somebody sliced the banana long ways instead of?
No, I've done that one too. And sometimes if you're not that hungry, you just put half the piece of bread, but peanut butter, half the piece of bread, mayonnaise, and then put the banana in it like a hot dog.
No, you've done that.
Yes, I've done that.
That is cursed. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
And we need to end this episode.
Yes,
So,
please.
Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to follow and like and subscribe to everywhere you can find podcasts.
Yes.
Literally everywhere.
Including our website, squabblepodcast.com.
iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcast, whatever that weird thing is called. Does anyone listen to podcasts on that? I don't know. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Squabble Podcast. We also have a Patreon.
So give us money.
Honestly,
please.
If you even thought about laughing through this entire episode,
That
wasn't that worth
When's
$1?
the last time you laughed at someone?
When was?
Purposely.
Hey, look, bet, okay? If you audibly laughed during this episode or smiled, a real smile.
You know, if you just enjoyed yourself, you had a pleasant time.
Well, okay, no, I'm saying if you smiled at all, you're obligated to give us $1.
Oh. You should have said that at the beginning of the episode. So it's like, try not to.
Try not to laugh.
Yeah.
That's every one of our episodes.
But it's too late. You've already signed the contract.
It's too late. The contract, this is a binding contract. Look at the description. Your name is right there. It's signed.
Got everybody's signature somehow. You go, huh? What?
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. And we will see you next time.
We'll snap you later,
We will
specifically.
snap you later.